after the World Health Organization released new guidance that tells us to avoid sugar substitutes, we wanted to find out more. So I spoke to a health expert who told us what it does to our body and what we can use instead. Joining me now is Christine Callender, a family nurse practitioner. Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks so much for having me on.
Of course, first of all, I really want to know, why shouldn't we use sugar substitutes to lose weight? And I mean, are we talking about all kinds of sweeteners here?
So in general, any kind of sweetener is going to affect your body on a metabolic level, whether it's a real sweetener like honey or maple syrup or table sugar, or if it's your fake sweeteners. So your Splenda, which is sucralose, or your aspartame, which is like your NutraSweet. So pink packet, yellow packet, blue packet. Doesn't really matter what color you choose. All of them are going to affect your body on a metabolic level. And some of those things are better for weight loss than others. And so we really have to look at these fake sugars as a whole and not as just a substitute, so to speak, because they really change us on a physiologic level more than they just give us a sweet taste in the mouth.
That's interesting. So when you say some are better for weight loss, is it recommended to consume them as well, or is it just, better for weight loss?
So the WHO just came out with a study where they really just evaluated a bunch of information that had already been previously published and kind of pulled it together into a big article showing that especially for weight loss, it's not beneficial, but in general, probably not the greatest thing that we can do for our health because of the fact that those metabolic changes then can affect us in the long run from a weight perspective, but also from a general health perspective. Some of these sweeteners actually have an inflaming effect on our body where it creates a little bit of like mild swelling, so to speak, because it's kind of what inflammation is on the inside. So it can affect the lining of our gut. It can affect just how our body is working in general. But their biggest issue is that when we take in something sweet, whether it has calories in it or not, our body still wants to respond to it like it's sugar and that we're bringing in calories that need to be utilized by the cells. So when we take that in and our body raises our insulin levels, but we don't have anything to go into the cells, it actually pushes us further and further down the trail of insulin resistance, which leads to type 2 diabetes, but can also lead to retaining weight versus losing weight.
Wow. All right. So what should we turn to instead then?
So they didn't come out with a hard and firm recommendation on what to do. And so that's more where your practitioner is going to come into play, just because depending on your health conditions, do you have type 1 diabetes, type 2 diabetes? Are you battling a pre-diabetic condition, or are you, right now in great health? Everything in moderation is kind of, how I push most of my patients. But in general, most of your natural sugars actually come with a little bit of a benefit, with the exception of table sugar. So using maple syrup, molasses, honey, those are all good sugars for us to take in. One, they typically have less calories when we're comparing them like tablespoon to tablespoon with sugar, but they also come with some nutrients and some other benefits. Honey's really good to take in if you're battling seasonal allergies and you're getting local honey. If you're looking for a sweetener that doesn't have any calories, looking for a natural sweetener that's calorie-free is a better option than something that's calorie-free but comes from a lab. So stevia, monk fruit, and xylitol would be better options than taking in sucralose or aspartame when it comes to your zero-calorie sugars.
That's great to know. So thank you so much, Christine Callender. I appreciate your time today.
Thank you so much for having me on. Have a blessed day.